What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for joining me. Today we're going to talk about two stocks that I have set for the upcoming week that I'm going to probably be investing in. I do want to give you full disclosure. I don't own these stocks, but I will probably buy shares in these stocks. I am in no way a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. It's just one guy on the internet's opinion, and I always encourage you to do your own research when purchasing stocks. Don't listen to random strangers, okay? With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, and let's see what we're doing here. So guys, first stock we're going to talk about is Ideanomics. And Ideanomics is more of like a parent company, and it pretty much governs multiple sub-companies. So basically, it's a fintech and financial services company. It's disruptive technology pretty much. And I actually am going to pull up their site here to talk to you a little bit about, their different divisions. So the divisions are where it's at. And these are the different services that they offer, right? So let's talk about the EV adoption, right? I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the opportunity in EV. I mean, look at all this money that's going to be out there, just a ton of cash. We'll just say that. I don't need to do the math. Just a ton of cash. And these are all the companies that are basically underneath them. So first one is Medici Motorworks. It's a USA company. And they're basically a company that specializes in pickup truck vehicles. Wave, which is the wireless advanced vehicle electrification. They develop inductive charging solutions for medium and heavy duty vehicles. And I almost feel like, is this like a wireless thing? It's like actual wireless charging? I don't know. We'll find out. I got to look into it a little bit more. MEG, Mobile Energy Global, will drive the market in China. So they have overseas influence with this company here. And I know China is big on this too. The United States and China are pretty big on these electric companies right now. They're just trying to get as green as possible. Ashan or Trillatric. I'm probably saying that wrong. Trillatric. But basically this is an Ashan. IDEX is a majority owner of Trillatric, an approved EV manufacturer and distributor for Malaysia. Okay. They'll basically, be making EV leverage cells, right? So this is what I was talking about, where they pretty much sell for you, or they are kind of like a consultant in a way. So there's that, right? So they have that. They got sales and financing and charging. So their goal is basically to take all the work out of it, right? They basically help you, with your sales, figuring out, pricing. And then also, the EV technologies there as well. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go to the capital. The other company I like here is the companies that they have here. Let's see here. Yeah, Intelligenta, AI and machine learning solutions for financial institutions regulators. This was pretty cool. So this is one of the companies that they do. Timios Holding Corp. This is like an online real estate experience. So it basically helps you, buy and sell houses online. And I think this is kind of a new thing where you're going to see people selling and buying online without actually, dealing with all the headaches of, having real estate agents and all this stuff. And I think that this is kind of the future right here. And this is the kind of stuff I look for, right? Like what's going to be in the future, because that's where the money's at, right? The future is where the money's at. The money today, you're kind of just hoping for the best. And then the Delaware Board of Trade, or DBOT, bringing the best practices to change the small cap market with the speed, security, and seamless execution. So this company is big on like blockchain. They're big on financial, AI, and EV. I mean, it's pretty much a disruptive tech company. And at the end of the day, it's at 494 right now. Its 50-day range has been look at this, 52. Actually, let's talk about the 52 week range. Has been as low as 28 cents, and it's been as high as 553. Never again will it probably get down to 28 cents unless something drastic happens, right? But at 494, man, I still think this thing's got a lot of room to grow. Its market cap's super low. I mean, $1 billion market cap's nothing. Not for a company that has this much different opportunity for, going for it. Because really, if you think about it, all it's going to take is one thing to pop off, and this thing's going to the moon. You know what I mean? I mean, by the end of the year, I could see this thing in double digits to, 20 or higher, maybe even. I mean, this thing has a lot of opportunity. And I think that's worth the investment. So I'm probably going to lay down, a couple hundred to a couple thousand maybe. We'll see how I feel about it on Monday. Because if this thing just blows up to like $8 or something, I'm gonna be like, oh, whoa, 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 I'm gonna have to try to get ahead of it before it gets taken out of before I get taken out of the equation. But yeah, so guys, Ideanomics, check it out. The NASDAQ symbol or the ticker symbol's IDEX. Pretty cool stuff. But definitely a cool company. A lot of opportunities, a lot of diversity, but it's all disruptive. And honestly, all the fields are going to be good things here. They're all disruptive tech, and there's a lot of opportunity there, for something to pop off. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the next one, guys. Next one that I'm looking forward to on Monday is Titan Medical, which is TMDI. Okay. And they basically make robotic assistants for surgeries, right? And it's just like minor surgeries, like nothing, like no major surgeries. Like we're not doing like open heart surgery or anything with these. But the device they use is rad, and I'm gonna show you guys a picture of it here in a little while. But I mean, look at this thing, 52-week range, 12 cents. It's already up as high as 347 in some cases. And I see this thing being able to continue to go. And surgery is a pretty scary thing. I don't know if you've ever had to go through surgery, but it's pretty scary to know that you have someone who's going to be cutting you open and fixing something in you. I mean, I've had to have my part of me sewn back up because it got skinned in an accident, and it sucked. But yeah, it's a little gross. I kind of got off track there, but it would have been a little bit less nerve-wracking for me if, at the end of the day, I knew that there was technology like this behind it. The market capitalization on this is even better, guys. I look for small market caps, and this is at $262 million. It's not even at $1 billion, and its volume's only trading at 3.9 million shares, right? Like, it's trading at an average of 5 million shares a day, but the market cap's in the hundreds. This thing's got so much like breathing room, and I want to show you what I found. So check this out, guys. Titan Medical, robot single access surgery. Look at this. Isn't this cool? People, it's like you're in a jet. Look at this. This is so cool to me. I mean, to me, this right here already catches my attention, right? We believe that robotic assisted surgery technology can be greatly advanced. And this would be really cool because honestly, at the end of the day, you can have the steadiest hands in the world, but your nerves can still get to you, right? Robots don't have to worry about steady hands. They just don't, right? The one thing that I'm a little worried about here is it has not been cleared or approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration or any other regulatory authority, right? So obviously this is going to be kind of the hurdle here, right? So the first hurdle, getting cleared, right? As soon as it gets cleared, I think it'll blow up big. The other thing is getting people to buy it and then training, right? So one aspect of this is, all right, well, we're going to sell these units, but we got to train people to use the units as well, right? So just a lot of opportunities here. And look at what you can do with this stuff. Like, this stuff blows my mind that we're actually doing this, right? We're getting technology to better our lives. And these are the kind of things that, I expect to see in 10, 20 years. You go to the doctor and you're like, oh, I got to get something removed or whatever. They're not going to cut you open with a scalpel and pull it out by hand anymore. They're going to use robots and things that, are less invasive and that can make less of a mess. And they're not going to need, you're not going to have the traditional surgeon over you, with like a light and like 3 different other people helping them out. It's just going to be a robot. You know what I mean? Because it's going to help. It's really going to help. So with that being said, guys, this one I'm pretty excited about. The picture alone blows me away. Like, this blows me away. You know what I mean? I like to look at stocks that I would, if I was like a customer, I would be like, I would buy that, because that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, if you can't sell the product to me, you can't sell it to anybody, because I'm kind of a stickler, and this to me is to quote the 80s, this is rad, right? So it's basically focused on robotic technology. Like, this is the same stuff, right? But they use this robotic single access surgery. So I would assume this is probably to get like one little wound or take something out here. I don't know. It's 3D and 2D high definition vision systems, multi-articulating instruments, which I'm guessing just they move in different angles or something, and an ergonomic surgeon workstation, which is what that lady's sitting in at the beginning, right? So yeah, look at this. The vision. This is another thing I read on companies. We believe there's potential to reduce surgical trauma and improve patient outcomes through the use of single access. And this is what I was talking about, less messy, right? Like if you're getting worked on, you don't want to bleed out. You don't want to be cut open super wide just so they can do one thing. If a robot can do it and leave you like not bleeding super bad and making sure that you're okay, then why not? This is what we want. So yeah, I think the hurdle with this one, guys, and the risk is the Food and Drug Administration approving it. I'm sure there's going to have to be some tests, some fees. You know how it goes. And then after that, yeah, I just see the sky is the limit. They can sell this to hospitals, and hospitals will pay a pretty penny for it. They're going to have to do training, so they're going to have to pay for updated training, software updates. I mean, there's so much stuff that can come from this, and different models every year being introduced. You could even make it even more attachments. I mean, think of all the opportunities. This is the stuff that you have to think of when you buy. And honestly, as far as this stock's concerned, I'm probably going to get into this one too, guys. Fair warning, my whole goal, I do if you guys are aware of who Chris Sane is, I do the whole Chris Sane thing. I get my 125 minimum, right? And this is nothing. 290, what is that? That's 375 for your 125 minimum. What's that going to hurt? $375 investment to maybe take you to the moon? I don't know. Let's say this thing hits $20, let's say they get approved and all of a sudden now this thing's like $20, $30, $40, $50. You buying at $290, it's worth the money in my opinion. So, I mean, I'm probably going to go for it. We'll see what happens. So these are my two stock picks, guys. We're going to go with Ideanomics on Monday and probably Titan Medical on Monday as well. I like what we're looking at. I like what I see. With that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I do appreciate when you guys drop by. I hope you're having a great day. Enjoy your weekends, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.